Hello, today we're going to go over the Xtreme Hardcore Gear True Level Picatinny rail. We're going to mount this on a rifle and install it, and then we're going to level the scope and install the scope as well. On the True Level Pic rail, you'll notice that there's a front recoil lug that needs to be pushed up to the very front of the action, and the grooves are slotted so that can be done. Make sure that you take the bolt out of the rifle before installation. You want to set your Picatinny rail right on top of your action. You'll be supplied with 3 different screws. They're all 6/48 screws. There's one short one that goes in the very front slot, and then the 3 longer ones will go in the rear slots. With the Picatinny rail, you're supplied with a number 15 Torx wrench. Today we're going to use this one to install it. What I like to do is just put the screws in, get them started, and once they're started, you want to take the time to slide the Picatinny rail up to the recoil lug. Make sure that it's pushed forward, and then tighten these 6/48 Torx screws to 20 inch-pounds on your rifle action. Now you're ready to install the rings. Now we're going to mount the scope. We've already installed the scope ring, the base of the scope ring, so we're going to put the scope in place about to where you desire the scope as far as your front or your eye relief. And we'll put the scope rings on loosely. Now that we have the rifle leveled and the scope is mounted, what we're going to do now is actually level the scope to the rifle. We're introducing a new product called the Tank Scope Leveling System, and it's machined out of solid steel with the level in it. What we're going to do is we're going to mount that, or we're going to put that right on top of the scope. Now that it's on top of the scope, we'll want to adjust the scope to be level, and you can just put it right on top of the turret. The tank weighs 7 ounces, so the weight of it actually keeps it on top of the scope very well. Now that it's level, you want to take the time to just tighten your scope down. You'll notice that from this position and this camera angle, this is exactly what you're going to see as a shooter. And the pic rail, you can see the level right below the scope, and at the time that you're taking the shot, you'll be able to glance down at the level just for simple reference. You'll see that there's a line in the middle of the level for reference to put the level in the center, but the natural human eye will level that bubble, or we'll put the bubble in the middle of the machined cutout of the rail. So now that we're set, the scope is level, the rifle is level, your long-range concept is ready to go.